My name's David Roberts, I'm 29 years old and I swim for Great Britain. I was diagnosed as being disabled at the age of 9, so it's a bit of a shock. And I was told that the best form of physiotherapy for myself would be to go swimming. My training's fairly intense. I swim 6 days a week. I swim 4 hours a day. I do 3 two-hour gym sessions a week, and I train in an able-bodied swim squad where I'm grandfather time. The rest are between 11 and 15 years old. It gets frustrating when you get an 11-year-old who will fly past you giggling and laughing and still be as fresh as a daisy when you're trying to suck all the oxygen in the room for yourself. But that's okay, and it's exciting that, you know, these young children may never have seen a disabled swimmer before. The best thing you can do for an up-and-coming athlete is to encourage them and answer any questions they have honestly. And don't lie to them. Tell them it is hard. It's not an easy thing to do, but the rewards are massive when you get there. My first ever competition was for Wales when I was 11 years old, and I won 4 gold from 4 races, and I thought I'm quite good at this. But it took me a little longer to make the British team. I made the British team when I was 19, and same thing, I went to the European Championships in Germany, did 5 races, won 5 gold, and I thought, yeah, I quite like this life, and I've been in the team ever since. Swimming's a very lonely sport. You spend a lot of time with your own thoughts looking at the bottom of a pool. Individual races, then you just think about yourself and what you have to do, and are you winning? If not, why aren't you winning? What have I got to do to win? Team is a relay, and all you think is, please don't false start, don't get us disqualified, and you concentrate so hard on making sure that you're not the person to do the false start, you're not the person to miss a stroke, you're not the person to lose the lead. There's a lot more pressure when you do a team event than a solo event. Because a solo event, you're completely in control of. If you mess it up, you've messed it up. And in a relay, you mess a relay up, you've messed it up for 3 others, not just yourself. The relay is the most technical event we do. With British swimming, we know that it's something that we enjoy doing. So we practice for months on end with biomechanists. They will film how long it is between our hands hitting the wall and our feet leaving the block, and you'll have underwater and above water cameras. So it's a very big thing, and obviously on the day it's pain of death. If you get us disqualified, we'll kill you. So it's an almost unwritten rule. You don't false start. Whatever happens, you wait. Paralympic sport is now almost mainstream. It's quite exciting. I came back from Sydney and there were about 50 people in the airport, and we had an hour's highlight a day. And people watched it because it was on instead of The Simpsons, so they watched it. Athens, again, 2 hours a day. The viewing figures were relatively good, but again, there wasn't a big fuss when we got home. Beijing, it really happened. It went interactive. People could watch it live. We came home, we did the victory parade in London with the Olympic athletes, and you had hundreds of thousands of people came on the streets to watch us and speak to us, and you suddenly found that as an athlete you were getting noticed wherever you went. I went shopping when I got home and people followed me all around the local Asda store because they wanted to speak to me, and I'm thinking, well, something very big has happened, and you don't notice it when you're away, it's only when you get home. Having 11 Olympic gold medals is exciting for the first 30 seconds you're awarded them. It's the proudest moment of anybody's life to win an Olympic gold. But it means a lot more to other people. Mum, dad, nan, granddad, girlfriends, they get super excited. When you come home, people want to see them, rightly so. That's exciting to be able to show them, look what I did. But at the end of the day, they live in my sock drawer, in my house, and that's where they stay. They're just normal to me. It's just what I do for my job. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning because it's what I know and it's what I enjoy. The day my alarm goes off at 4 o'clock in the morning and I don't want to do it, it'll be the day I retire. To sort of get to 4 o'clock in the morning and not have to worry about waking up would be wonderful. And to just have a normal life, to work 9 to 5, which sounds really boring to most people, but I don't know how that feels. So I'd like to just work 9 to 5 and have a normal job. I guess it'll be eating less, which is going to depress me terribly. Because at the moment I can eat 6,000 calories a day, which is brilliant, because you can just eat anything. I'm guessing if I eat 6,000 calories a day when I don't train, it could end up with a big boy. I may hate it after 6 months and want to start swimming again, but my girlfriend's Swedish, she wants to move back to Sweden to live, and I can go with that. So yeah, I think when London finishes, to move to Stockholm and start a family and just enjoy a normal life.